So imagine yourself as a young boy on a faraway planet. You dream of adventure, and you know there's more out there. You have these strange sixth senses, and you know that something is going to happen before it happens, but you just don't know what. So, in your free time on your desert planet, you like to build robots and pod racers. And even though you're not the best pod racer, you still race. And even if it's a million to one chance that you even finish the race, you still race. And so you're the only human that's ever raced pod racers. It's a million to one chance that you ever race pod racers, and it's also a million to one chance that you would ever finish the race, and it's a million to one chance that you would ever win, but you still do it. And this story of Anakin Skywalker, who races pod racers on his home planet, reminds me of the quote that I chose to do my speech about. And it's by Martin Luther. And it goes, "Even if I knew the world would end tomorrow, I would still plant my apple tree." And I feel like that story of Anakin Skywalker is a great exemplification of that. Not only Anakin Skywalker, but also young Jyn Orso in the more recent Rogue One, who learns of these plans that Darth Vader has to build the Death Star and all the things that the Death Star could do. So she goes on a million to one survival rate suicide mission to capture those plans and somehow get them off to people that could destroy the Death Star. She knows it's a suicide mission, but she does it anyway, even if it's a million to one chance, and even if the world literally does end tomorrow for her. Let's look at another example. One that is maybe more iconic and that transitions right after Rogue One, A New Hope. Rebel leader Princess Leia on her ship being chased down by Darth Vader after those plans on how to destroy the Death Star. She finds a lonely droid, R2-D2, and puts all that information on it, along with an SOS message about how she's been taken captive and how she needs to be rescued. So R2-D2 goes on a million to one adventure. He has C-3PO with him too. They get captured by sand people. Anyway, the million to one chance that R2-D2 gets that message not only to Luke Skywalker, who doesn't know who he is yet. Well, he knows his name, but he doesn't know he's, the one. And that R2-D2 would get that message to Obi-Wan Kenobi, or, Uncle Ben. Then, as Luke Skywalker learns that he's a Jedi, much later on in the movie, but still in the first trilogy, the best trilogy, they go on this gigantic escapade, another suicide mission, to destroy the Death Star with the plans that Princess Leia sent to them that she acquired from Jyn Orso. All of these million to one chances that, let's face it, are million to one chances. But that's why we love them, right? Anyway, they go with their plans to destroy the Death Star, to drive straight into the Death Star, the Star of Death. They drive straight into it in their space rockets, and they destroy it. The small hole in this long tunnel that Luke Skywalker gets his way through, and he shoots his laser beam a million miles down the Death Star, and it hits this tiny little 1 foot by 1 foot hole, and it destroys the Death Star. Million to one chance. Anyway, let's just repeat the quote so we remember what we're talking about. Even if I knew the world was to end tomorrow, I would still plant my apple tree. And we think of Anakin Skywalker and his million to one chance pod racing. Jyn Orso and her million to one chance extraction method to get the Death Star plans. Then, the million to one chance Princess Leia not only gets those plans, keeps them out of the hands of Darth Vader, but also gets them into the memory base of R2-D2, and those plans make their way all the way to Luke Skywalker. Then Luke Skywalker and his million to one chance of destroying the Death Star. Even if they knew the world would end tomorrow, they still planted their apple trees.